Hey, Adam here with a simple and fast review of the WatchfulVision 2K HD security camera. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying. So as we get this open, I broke the seal here. Make sure that your seal is intact. And actually, I just missed that there's a second one. Instructions are wrapped around it. But pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to remove this and understand. Oh, that didn't really work, but we'll have to kind of remove that cover. There it is. Your camera is going to be somewhere in here. It's hard to see. I think it's like right there. So just be aware that it will be up there. On the other side here, we'll have power button, type USB A 1 and 2 spots, and then a USB C, and it looks like a micro SD. I'm sorry, micro USB, depending on what your options are there. And let's see if there's any juice. Comes with 100%. And again, there should be some kind of recording based on any kind of motion in front of it. Again, plenty of instructions and user manual here. There's also a little carry bag, which is nice, and then some additional cords. This is your micro SD. I'm sorry, I keep saying micro SD. Micro USB, and then your USB-A to USB-C charging cable, and a couple other additionals. You got ways to kind of just plug this into your computer after the fact, and I'll show you those parts and pieces. This is a USB-A to USB-C adapter. This is going to be just kind of a pin to get your card out if needed. USB-A, USB 2.0. So I think the card is in there, right in there somewhere. Anyway, you'll just kind of plug this right in. So we're going to test it out and show you what it's like. All right, so something I want to cover real quick. You will need that micro cable, which is right here, to format the 58.5 gigabyte drive that's inside this before you get started. And that cable is only good for transferring data. You cannot charge this device or anything with that. The USB-C you'll want to utilize for charging, just to be very, very clear on how that works. So again, we'll go ahead and test this out and take it from there. All right, so once it's charged up, as part of the instruction manual, there's kind of like a quick start that talks about taking video, taking photos, turning on night vision, off night vision, and then just turning it off in general. In general, there's a button right here. We're going to talk video. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds, and it should go green like that. Hold it for another 5 seconds, and it should go blue. There we go. And so the difference being just a continuous shooting of video and or using, sorry, and there's just, so the green will be continuous, the blue will be motion detection. Over here, which we didn't cover, is going to be your it's going to be your memory card in there, so and a reset button. So if you need it, go ahead and do that. Also, there's going to be an L and an M that you can kind of just generally adjust if you don't want to press the buttons. So right now it's on L. If I want to go to M, it will switch it. So just be aware of that. Sorry, that might actually be backwards. So the L is loop and the M is motion. I don't know if I gave that information to you or not, but the green should be motion. So I'm going to use this as motion activated, and just again closing that up. We'll go ahead and test this out and show you kind of the charging capabilities as well. But more importantly, I want to show you kind of the recording. So just testing out the ability to charge. All right, so clearly the C doesn't allow me to charge. So the C to C connection cable is not allowing a charge. It's giving me a little bit of information that's saying, all right, so we do have a charge here, which is nice. USB 1 and 2 both seem to be working for charging. So that is nice. However, for some reason, USB-C is not allowing a charge. This accessory uses too much power. All right, so I'm going to try a high density cable with a USB-C. Just try and see if it's the cable I was using. Nope. Now the crazy part is you can see the green. It's showing that it's doing like a fast charge. However, it's just not allowing it to work, which is really strange. So the USB-A 1 and 2 obviously work, and the Type-C is, I guess, only for charging this device, not for outbound, which is a bit disappointing. So these two in the middle are not for outbound charging.
Well, let's see if this actually records or not. Let's hope it's capturing, and we'll see kind of the height that it's adjusting on. If it's capturing the full body, or if it's just getting kind of a mid area because the cable that it's on is kind of right down here. So we'll see. And hopefully we'll see the quality of the video as well.
All right, so I probably just sliced in a video of what I captured walking in. The motion capture was awesome. Like literally opened the door and it captured it. So the motion capture capabilities were really, really good. The audio quality was not great at all, as you probably heard if you're just watching this. The other issue I have is that it doesn't shoot, and you can see the camera right there. I can see the camera right there. It doesn't shoot very wide angle. So the location where this camera was to the door I walked in is probably about 8 to 10 feet. And as you can probably see, it cut off my head and everything like that. Now, the actual desk that this was on, sitting like this, is probably about 2.5 to 3 feet high. And so within 10 feet, I'd love it to be able to capture more like a a fisheye almost lens, because quite frankly, anybody picking it up, if they don't look directly at this like I'm doing right now, you're going to miss them. So if it was kind of like this, you're not seeing who it is. All you're seeing is their body and stuff like that. And even so, like this, you're probably just getting an angle. The angle comes out like this rather than more of a wide angle. So I'm not super impressed by that camera capability, although the quality was really, really good. It's just the angle that didn't work out. And I'm certainly not impressed that the Type-C doesn't work. I think that would be a really important feature, especially considering it's showing me the lightning there. And I've got an iPhone 16, so it's a relatively newer iPhone. There should be some qualifications that, hey, don't use this, or more importantly, like I don't need multiples. I just need one, and preferably USB-C, which everybody is using nowadays. Anyway, decent quality. Hopefully this review helped you with your buying decision. I think it's got its uses. I don't know that it would be useful in every scenario, but if you're putting it on your desk and it's it's got to be head height if you're trying to record somebody's face. Otherwise, you got to figure something out. But I do really love the motion capabilities and the storage quality. So hopefully this review helped. Thanks for watching.